Welcome to the Whiskey Vault. This is
Day 3 of dry week. Actually, it's more than day 3, but it's day 3 of the videos for the week.
Sure.
Yeah.
Quarterly challenge.
Yeah.
If you don't already know, this is basically us taking a break from alcohol for a week, just a check-in.
We do it once every 3 months.
Community is welcome to join us, and this time we're doing some whiskey-related things. What do we
So
have?
we've got a Woodford Reserve Bourbon Cherries.
We got hard licks.
Mm-hmm.
Hard licks.
Hard licks. Oh. Which kind of flavor is that?
It's got
one?
authentic flavor.
Oh, there's whiskey. The other one's probably not whiskey.
Authentic whiskey flavor.
Oh, different whiskeys. Oh, they're all whiskey.
These
Okay.
are all whiskeys.
Good, okay. We'll just open one. And we've got Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey, Nuts,
Gut.
Pecans.
Glenfarclas Fudge.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
Whoa.
It's a little overly...
Not that
Fudge is a little overly sweet.
Not that you reviewed this beforehand, Daniel.
I may or may not have snuck one of these. But I didn't open the other ones, but I just was so curious. Malt whiskey.
Is this
This is the Glenfarclas Malt Whiskey Fudge.
Ooh, that is...
Smells funky, doesn't
This is
it?
funky fudge, man. What's going on here? I'm getting...
It smells musty. And maybe even sour.
It's like a hickory. Like a sour hickory on the nose.
Now you eat it.
There's a sugar.
It's so sweet. It's if it's even possible,
Oh my god.
it's sweeter even than normal fudge.
I can feel the sugar granules.
Yeah. Oh, here, have some tea.
It's just shaped sugar.
Oh, by the way, this Glencairn I'm drinking out of is tea, just so everyone freaks out. Oh yeah. Woo! It's so sweet, isn't it? Yeah, you know, right there.
That was a one small taste for man, one giant leap towards diabetes.
So, I don't know who's making this with them, partnership with them.
Wow. I like Glenfarclas.
But it's so sweet.
Stay out of the fudge game, man.
Okay.
Fudge game isn't your game.
No, there were a couple of people I could think of that might really love this. Now, this one's kind of cool. I should probably put this over something so it won't spill. All right, you ready for a cherry?
Sure.
There you go. Grab yourself a cherry. This is Woodford Reserve Cherries.
Those are delightful. Oh, wow. I actually get a twinge of whiskey, too.
Dude, those are amazing.
That's fantastic.
Holy crap.
That still extremely sweet.
I could eat every cherry in this whole jar.
I could drink all the liquid.
Yeah. Wow, that's good.
Here, it's definite, you know, sugary, syrupy cherries that you've had before.
It reminds me of the Luxardo cherries we use in our drinks at the distillery.
Yes, but you do get a real hint
Of bourbon.
Yes.
Wow, that's so good.
All right, one more. Fine.
I know.
Fine. You convinced me.
I know, it's so good. Hang on. Oh, yeah. That's good.
That's really great. Justin Kowalski. Justice
so
Kowalski.
good.
I'll just
You guys can take those home?
put this under here.
Yeah. Those are really good.
Justice Kowalski, are you considering doing blind flights? Think that would be fun every once in a while?
Yeah, I think that could be cool.
Maybe. We did a Tribe episode that was doing blind stuff based on the deductive tasting method. That I think it was like how to taste whiskey like an expert. That Chad will link up here.
Yeah, it's too sweet. This is headed back towards Glenfarclas Fudge.
What is this?
This is Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey Pecans. So they're putting a honey liqueur soaked pecans.
It's more sugar than pecan.
Yeah, they need about 1/4 of the amount of sugar on these that they put on them.
Israel Jones. Myself and the Zerp want to see an Ardbeg shout out. Cove versus Oogie versus 10 versus Anoa. Yeah, so Daniel and I have been talking about doing, and there's a really popular suggestion that we've seen in the groups, doing a distillery, just a lineup.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
And compare those.
I will tell you on Ardbeg specifically.
Right, there's so many.
No matter how many fancy Ardbegs I try, I still really love the 10. And I still come back to it as just an amazing whiskey. Now, the one exception is, I think that there's a unicorn in the Ardbeg lineup that's just uniquely magical.
Right.
And that's Dark Cove.
Okay. And
I think Dark Cove is the one, to me, that's like, that's the standout, truly magnificent expression. And for Lefroy, gets lore.
Cold Gobin, if there were one whiskey that should not have been made, which would it be? Man, I hope it doesn't turn nasty. So, for me, I don't think there's any whiskey that shouldn't have been made. Because as much as I hate a particular whiskey, I know there's other people that are absolutely going to enjoy that.
Yeah, although I would reserve a special place in hell for the mint julep Old Forester that Mitch Weddle made us drink.
Freaking Weddle. Now, even that, because it's not a problem for me. I never have to buy it. I never have to taste it. Never have to own it.
Now, I have heard you put that on ice, and there are some people who really love it. So, once again, point proven.
So, I was watching, this is back when DVDs were a thing. They're talking about this great big release of this new blockbuster's coming out on DVD. It's got all these extras and the director's commentary, and they're out on the street, and they're interviewing people. And they're interviewing this woman for, like, this local news story. And they say, so what do you think about, like, all the extras? And you get to go, like, behind the scenes. She's like, yeah, I never liked those. I don't think anybody should ever put that on a DVD. It's not something I would ever want to see. I hate it. I don't like it when they do that. So the whole time I'm watching this, just don't fucking watch it.
Yeah.
Everybody else who loves that thing,
just
let
don't
them
click on
love
that
it.
thing.
Just don't watch that. It's fine. You don't have to ruin it for everybody. Just don't watch it. So when it comes to most things, it's, as long as it isn't something that's forced down
I do think, even more than mint julep, there's a special place in hell for people who love to police things they don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. So, can I say this? How long are we in here?
We're 7 minutes in.
We're 7 minutes in.
And before you say it, here is a whiskey flavored hard. Oh God, I already don't like it.
Is it because of the color?
Just from the color, it ruined it for me.
It's lemon yellow looking.
Yeah.
These are the hard licks.
Mm-hmm. Because of all the sugar from the other ones, this tastes like it has hardly any sugar.
They just put a lemon candy in there.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to suck on it, not chew it like I'm doing.
Don't chew it. Sorbitol, citric acid, and natural and artificial flavors.
Right. So, speaking of people trying to... So,
meh.
In the tribe, there's this approach of everybody give each other the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
There's one scenario in particular where, gosh, I can't help people, man. It's whenever you have a large group of people that are really enthusiastic about something. And then the person who always likes to provide the counterpoint. The yes, but have you considered this thing that completely undercuts whatever you're enthusiastic about? The wet blanket syndrome?
Yeah, the Debbie Downer.
Oh, man. I mean, the group should be like a cool place for everybody, but anytime someone takes the position of the wet blanket, life, from my perspective, it's so hard to get excited about stuff. Especially you get older, you get jaded. And to the extent that you have a group of people and they're having fun and they're encouraging each other and they're genuinely excited and looking forward to something.
Yep.
And then you always have a couple of people saying, well, there's this really downward pessimistic view.
Yeah, no one needs help being depressed about the world we live in.
No, they really don't.
They need help finding something to be excited and happy about.
Yes. And whenever people push back on the wet blanket, it's like, well, I can't have a different opinion. It's like, it's not the time or place, man.
That's when they get defensive.
It's not the time or place, man. Just let people be excited because damn, life is hard sometimes.
That's called know the room.
Yeah.
And in this case, the room is a particular post. It's like, look, when you're walking into a room, you gotta know the room.
Like, I understand there's for a lot of people, there's a certain pride they take in being the countercultural position, being the opposite other. They don't want to get sucked into what everybody else is doing. But in the context of a group that is just trying to help each other out and be supportive and encouraging and have fun, read the room.
That's like, I'm not a huge fan of Coldplay these days.
Right.
But I'm even less a fan of people who like to shit on Coldplay. There's just something that rubs me wrong about that, even though I'm not a fan. But when I walk in a room and someone's just looking for a way to shit on Coldplay, to someone else is like, hey, have you heard the new Coldplay album?
Right.
And this is not as common now, and someone's like, fuck Coldplay. I'm like, no, f*** you.
Right. All right, last one. In the vault, the bottles are exposed to sunlight quite a bit with all the recording sessions.
No.
Does the UV light affect the organic compounds in the whiskey?
UV light does affect organic compounds in whiskey.
Heavy.
But we only shoot...
curtains.
Think about it. 15 minutes per episode. That's an hour and 15 minutes a week.
Yeah.
So for maybe 2 hours a week, we have the curtains pulled open.
Right.
As soon as we're done shooting in here, shoom, we pull all curtains closed.
You can actually see from over there.
Yeah.
These just go right.
And they are heavy curtains.
Yeah.
These are like blackout curtains. So it's only for 2 hours during the whole week that we have these curtains open to the daylight.
All right, here's
I think
the
that does
fighting, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, I fight for a friend.
Steal me, steal over side.
And if you drink,
may you drink with us. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.